Okay. All right. So anyway, you're correct about that. The partnership was announced just about 2 or 3 days ago, and the goal is to be able to have a much wider reach with the update of the app coming up. That should be released sometime by the end of this month. And for us to be able to reach as many customers as possible, as well as in the offering of the restaurants, we figured it was the right direction to go into doing this.
So why is this SME unit and Vodafone doing this?
Well, so currently what we're doing is only the Vodafone cash. There's no SME yet about this.
Okay, so you're doing it with Vodafone cash.
So he's the head of the Vodafone cash.
Okay, so why this collaboration? Why you?
Okay. For us, if you're talking about Vodafone cash in a sense, it's a well-known payment platform, right? As a new company such as Homechow, for us to be able to reach a wider range of people, that's something which we have to be able to work with the best out there. And for us, it makes only sense to be able to bring a secured payment platform on board, where currently the country is going towards the mobile money, the electronic payments and stuff like that instead of cash. So it's quite important that we form that kind of a collaboration.
From our side of Vodafone Cash, I think it's really important. As we all know, social commerce is something that's really growing in Ghana, and mobile money has come to bridge the gap between demand and supply. Usually what happens is that there's products and services that are available and there are customers who want it, but there's always something has to be a bridge, and the advent of social commerce has come to help to solve that problem. So today, suppliers are comfortable because they get paid almost before they deliver, and then the consumers are also comfortable because they can sit wherever they are without having to move, and they can get their products or service that they request delivered to them. So I think our partnership with Homechow, if you look at what Homechow is about, is really convenient. If you work in any of the very busy areas in Accra, or you live in any of the outskirts in Accra, you realize that sometimes it becomes very difficult and really daunting to access what you really want to eat. I mean, not every service is available in the areas where we live and work. So if there's an app like Homechow that gives customers the ability to be able to access anything, any food that they want, then I think it's imperative that we also provide the platform that gives customers the ability to pay, and then the food vendors also the comfort that they receive their money and then the food get dispatched. So it's all about really driving the use of mobile financial services, and Vodafone Cash is coming in strongly to ensure that this partnership really comes to stay, and then we give customers who are our customers and non-customers, but those who want to join to use this platform, an opportunity to be able to get their service wherever they are.
But this majority lies in the hands of the person outside. I mean, the customer. What's the benefit of the customer in terms of Vodafone Cash?
So for the Vodafone Cash offers a very distinct, safe, secure platform that allow customers to be able to do their commerce without the fear of being defrauded in any way. That's one of our very strong unique selling propositions that we have. The other thing also is that if you look at what this payment platform offers, it gives you convenience. And convenience really, you know, when we are calculating the cost of doing business, we really don't check how much it would have cost us for inconvenience. But with this kind of convenience that's available, you stay at home, the bloggers, you'll be there doing your work, and you can still order what you want to order, and it gets delivered to you without you having to move. So I think convenience is a very important thing in this whole scheme. The other thing is that because of the partnership with Homechow, we're giving away a lot of discounts and freebies once you use the Vodafone Cash platform to pay. June is the Vodafone Cash month, and in this month as well, we're giving our customers a lot of goodies. So it will be good for you to access it once it's available. And on Fridays, we have the Vodafone Cash Homechow, thank God it's Friday. Right. You get discounts ranging from the delivery discounts and then discounts also on the food itself you buy. And so it will be good. I mean, what better than being at home or being in your workplace, ordering the food you like, getting delivered to you at a discount.
I mean, I want to find out something. I mean, what innovative ways is the app bringing to all of us? I mean, if you look at people who naturally want to use a phone, the smartphones,
Right.
so everybody that's interested in knowing what's going on
Right.
the phone. So
Yeah,
how
I mean,
do we get it to people?
I mean, that's a good question, because currently, if you look at the market itself, a lot of the restaurants or orders which are coming in are coming through phone calls, right? It's a very difficult thing to transition every single person who's so comfortable with phone calls to technology, but we've been able to reach that gap for the past 8 months, right? Most people are literally ordering stuff and trusting that when they place an order, that is going to be what is going to be executed. Secondly, what we are doing is that we are bringing some new features on board. One is basically tracking your food live from the point you order to the point it's delivered to you. So literally you can see where, at each second, where the food is at. And that's a new thing which we are bringing on board as part of this partnership. And then the release of this second version of the app. And then of course you're talking about the experience. You had mentioned about having a secure payment system. Most people are doing cash on delivery and every single thing like that. For us, we want to be able to have the people trust in the system, to be able to place orders and use the mobile money payments, and then be able to know that, okay, when it's delivered, it's the same thing, which is what they were ordered for and they're expecting. So it's quite a lot going on in terms of the app itself and what we're going to be releasing in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned to it.
So how many restaurants are on board?
Currently, we have 400 restaurants on board, and pretty much all of them are in Accra. We're going to be increasing as time goes on, because there's still some restaurants which we are looking at to incorporate. So we're going to be doing that in the next couple of months, quarters coming.
Okay, so do you have a plan moving out the road? Because I, for instance, I think about those outside Accra because I come from somewhere to Accra.
Okay.
Are you thinking of going out of the aspect? And
Yeah,
are you going to partner with Vodafone Cash, same way you're doing right now in Accra?
Well, to answer the first question, in terms of expansion, yes, that's something which we've thought about, but of course we have to do it strategically. Currently, Accra is the bulk of the market itself. That doesn't mean the rest of the country, Kumasi, the other places are not. But the amount of services which needed to be provided here is going to take much longer than we expect. So come, let's say 2 quarters, 3 quarters from now, we can be able to look at that expansion into the areas we are looking at. And then to your second question, what is it?
So he asked about whether we're going to continue the partnership.
Yeah, the partnership, correct. I mean, obviously, it all comes down to how we perform, right? It's a relationship which we are forming now, and there are things which we have to do and make sure both sides are keeping up to that. And I believe, should that time come, we will be able to discuss that.
And also, you know, Vodafone Cash is ubiquitous, right? So that means that if you dial *110# wherever you are in the country, you can be able to access the platform. And because it runs on USSD, you don't need a smartphone to be able to do it, right? So it doesn't matter where Homechow goes, right? Across the length and breadth of the country, we are already there. So once Homechow is available in any of the cities and towns in this country, bringing on more food vendors, that means that Vodafone Cash is already present, and if that *110, you can be able to access it. You get into the Homechow app, you can be able to make the payments in a very secure way. So we are quite ahead.
We're ahead.
So we're just waiting for Homechow to come
we are the one to play
aboard,
the catch
and
up.
then, yeah, and then we're in this.
How long will this partnership?
This particular one?
Well, you know the thing about contracts are that contracts have almost like a defined timeline, but those are just legal considerations, right? Just so that, like you mentioned, if there are any deliverables that both parties need to do, we'll get them reviewed. But as long as this service is running, and Vodafone Cash is running enabling payments, then we're in this together until the end doesn't come.
Okay, so for my users there, how is the payment method for yes, so that I can at least.
Yeah, so what you do is that when the Homechow app is live, you go into the Homechow app, you check on the vendor you want, you buy from them, and then there's a payment. There's a payment option. You click on the Vodafone Cash one, and it takes you straight to the payment. So everything will be live within the Homechow platform, because what we have done is in the background we have the integration, and so it will follow seamlessly. So you'll be in the app, you go through the app, you get your food, you make the payment also through the app, and then on their back end it's connected and then your payment is done.
So it's a very simple 3-step system. So I mean, basically you're just going to choose what you want. be able to put it in the cart and then pay for it. It's that simple.
Okay,
It's not that
so
difficult.
you mentioned Vodafone was coming in strongly with the app. How strong are you coming in this particular project?
So just like Gabriel has said, the whole idea is to drive convenience, right? And for us, we're giving convenience to two parties in this particular instance. Convenience to the food vendor who knows that they sit in Kokomlibli and you are buying the jollof rice from Kokomlibli and they have their payment at the time when you have made the order. That's convenience right there for them, right? They don't have to think about it. And convenience for the consumer who sits in Tema, ordering all the way from Kokomlibli, but is assured that because he's made payment for the food, the Homechow will make sure that the delivery is done to them. Now, the whole thing about social commerce is that it's driven by trust. And it's enabled by the parties that have the technology to be able to make it happen. And in this case, the technologies are Homechow, the app, and then the Vodafone Cash platform coming together to give you, the consumer, because what happens is that you are putting your money in the hands of Homechow, right? And the food vendor is also putting their food in the hands of Homechow. Yeah. But Homechow and Vodafone Cash come together to ensure that the delivery of the food and the delivery of the money is done so that the trust is completed. In closing the loop, the technologies have to work. But then that's what builds the trust across from the consumer to the vendor. And then delivery is done and everybody's happy.
And before the technology gets to the people, a strong message must be sent to them. And how are you going to be able to convince Ghanaians that this is a very good and convenient way to order food, and also in terms of promotion and marketing of this particular project?
Look, so I'm sure Gabriel will talk about the efficacy of the app, right? But I can tell you for a fact without equivocation, Vodafone Cash has been here for the last 3 years, and you guys are bloggers and news people. Can somebody come out and say boldly, like I can do, that we've not experienced any form of fraud on our platform?
Yeah.
It's also because Vodafone we use the G2 platform, which is the most solid platform in the world. M-Pesa, which is the Kenya version of what Vodafone Cash is a sister company to us, so we ride on the same platform. So we are across Kenya, Mozambique, Tanzania, Egypt, DRC, and if you can check the track record we have. Our system is so rock solid that we are sure when we say your payment is secured, right? So look, in partnering with them, they know what we've done on the back end, and we are sure that when you have made your payment through our through the Homechow platform, through us, you can be sure that delivery of your money is done. And I'm sure Gabriel can also assure you that between yourself and the food vendor, you can get the best value for your food itself to be delivered.
Yeah, I mean, Karen. Sorry.
Okay, now talking about the future, in the next few years, where do you want to be?
Where do we want to see ourselves? I mean, for us, we are literally following the blueprint or the footprint of Vodafone. I mean, he's already mentioned some few countries, which Kenya is one of the biggest markets in Africa currently in terms of technology, bar none. So for them to already be there, I mean, they're controlling over what 80% or so of the market already. It's something which we've already been there to do a bit of groundwork over there to see where we can take this in the next year or two. So that is what we're going to be following. We do not need to go create a whole new market where you have to do a lot of work, but if they've already created a path for it, that's something which I'm going to follow. So.
Okay, so for somebody out there that hears Homechow for the first time, I think he touched a little bit on it, but what was Homechow about? The first time I saw Twins post about it, they were eating kinky.
Right.
So I thought maybe you guys said.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I mean, when we started, remember that it's a whole new thing in the market, and for us, we have to make sure we are testing every single thing before we go out there. So what we did was, we've been doing for the past 8 months, is to try and deliver from just a couple of kitchen places. So the menu was very limited in a sense. But since we've already done that homework already, people already know what they want to get. We are getting the feedback from the dashboard, from the technology itself, and then from the calls we've been receiving, over 4,000 calls a week. We know currently where we have to go to, so we have to iterate in the sense that we are going to bring on all the restaurants on board, because there's no one single kitchen which can do all the dishes in Ghana, right? Because if you look at all the tribes, it's almost about 60 or 70 different dishes, unique dishes. And every single restaurant has some unique signature. So for us to bring all of them under one roof, under one marketplace, that is a way to go, and that is what we've been able to create. So for you to go into Homechow is a food delivery app where you can literally go and find whatever you need at what time you need it at, and obviously it's convenience, it's an experience, is what you're buying into as a key part.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think some kitchens, some restaurants, they don't go out of this legal and all that. So.
Right. Good point. And that is where Homechow comes into play, right? So you are not dealing with a restaurant in a sense. We literally control our own logistics. We've already brought on about 50 new bikes already. So they are going to be stationed in various areas in Accra, in zone. So wherever you buy food from, like he had mentioned, if you are in Tema and you are buying stuff from Pogom, it doesn't mean that, okay, well, they're going to tell you they're not going to deliver. Homechow as a marketplace already have that already figured out. And that's something which when you order, it's just based on distance and time and when you need it. And that is when it's going to get you.
Okay, so it means Homechow is going to more like the dispatch for the food you order or something. From what you are saying.
Well, that's part of it. That's not the whole encompassing thing, because if you look at it, all the restaurants we brought on board are our partners, right? So if they are going to be giving some priority to what orders are coming in, then it has to be done in time-wise. And when it comes to delivery, the logistics, we control that. It's not like a third party where we have to call another person to say, you know, can you pick up this food? But we control that part of it as well, because it's all about time and about satisfaction. And if it's not there, then it affects them as well. So it's something which is it's an ecosystem of.
I think.
Yeah.
I think also to address the point, she's really. I probably think she's interested in understanding if the 400 vendors are across the length and breadth of Accra, and therefore the wachi that is in Dansum and Tunga that she wants to buy, if she locates it on the app,
right.
She just doesn't have to think. Just have to click on, select what you want, buy, and then pay, and then just stay in your corner and wait for it to be delivered.
It's a seamless process. So you already have the cost of your menu. You already have the delivery fee over there. All you have to do is just process the payment through Vodafone cash, and then just wait on the time which you've been given, and it's going to be delivered to your home or wherever you want.
Then talking about the over 400 restaurants you have on board, doesn't mean you are fronting this partnership? Yeah, so like you are the main figure when it comes to this Vodafone Homechow thing.
Well,
or yours is just to develop their app and then help them sell their...
We are a marketplace. Okay. We are a marketplace, so we control pretty much all the restaurants which are already on there, the 400 restaurants, right? So for them, they are going to be telling us what menu they carry. They already have a dashboard where they can put all their menus in, their prices, every single thing, the time of preparation, and their locations. So when you, as a customer in the comfort of your home or your office, pick up the phone and just open the Homechow app, you just go in there, whether you want jollof or whether you want banku. It can show you the nearest restaurant closest to you, or you already know a place where it's your favorite, and then you can just pick it from there. Once you pay, then you make the payment. A delivery guy just goes to that restaurant, picks it up, call you, or just send a quick text message, I'm on my way to deliver, and you can even track it live, where every single place is going through, so that you can be able to trust it.
Okay, this to Homechow. You've not talked about delivery. Price,
okay,
and also is the service going to be 24 hours?
Okay, good point. To answer the delivery price, because it's all based on distance, right? It's based on where you want it delivered. So it's something which the base delivery price is 7 cedis over in the 5-mile radius, and every single kilometer which goes above it, there's also a delivery fee which is added to it. So it comes down to where the restaurant is located, and where you are located and where you want it to be delivered. And if you're talking about the 24-hour service, yes, you're correct. We are going to be doing that. The issue now in Accra is that there are not many 24-hour restaurants around. I think it's only about 10 or so out of the 400. But I'm pretty sure, as you mentioned, as commerce picks up, I think people are going to see the benefits of that as well, in terms of opening late and then keeping it open. So as soon as a restaurant goes to, whether it's a night 24/7, we are going to be there. We're already there. So. Anything else?
Okay, guys, if that's it, then we'll wrap up.
For me, I think you've touched all my questions.
You did? Okay. All right. Anything else? Anyone? We're good?
You're doing very well.
All right, thank you guys.
Well, thanks, man.
Thank you guys. Yeah, okay,
All right.
Thank you everyone for the sessions.
And the handshake one. Alright. And